You stand in front of the mirror on a warm summer day, slipping on a skirt you once adored. The fabric feels light, the color fresh, but something about the length doesn't feel quite right anymore. It stops mid-thigh, and instead of confidence, you feel uncertain. That's not because your legs aren't beautiful, they are. It's because elegance at this stage in your life lives in intention. Miniskirts aren't off limits after 50. But when they're too short or styled to mimic a younger version of yourself, they can unintentionally shift the focus away from your grace. A hemline that's too high paired with heels that feel more nightclub than neighborly brunch creates a contrast that can feel like you're reaching for something behind you, instead of standing proudly in who you are now. Elegance isn't about pretending you're still 28, it's about honoring your silhouette today. Try choosing a skirt that falls just 2 inches above the knee. That little adjustment changes everything. It frames your legs with dignity and still gives you the freedom to show off what you love. Add in a breezy blouse and perhaps a low block heel or soft ballet flat, and suddenly you're not chasing youth, you're embodying timelessness. The image shifts. Instead of tugging at your skirt all day, you're sipping an iced coffee outdoors, legs crossed gently, skirt falling gracefully. The breeze catches the hem, and the sun dances on your skin. No second guessing, no adjusting, just ease. Like a pearl nestled in velvet, your beauty shines brighter when it's softly cradled, not squeezed into old expectations. Choosing a slightly longer length is not about covering up, it's about standing tall in your confidence. And that confidence, it's the most elegant thing you'll ever wear. You pull a flowy, ruffled skirt from your summer drawer, it looks romantic on the hanger full of motion and whimsy. But as you slip it on and glance in the mirror, the magic doesn't quite translate. The layers pile up around your hips and thighs. Instead of feeling light and feminine, you feel swallowed. Too many women over 50 fall into the ruffle trap thinking it adds youth or flair. But in reality, overly ruffled skirts often disrupt the natural harmony of your figure. Tier after tier creates visual clutter, adding bulk where you want softness. The silhouette becomes chopped up. Your height minimized, your natural curves lost beneath layers that don't know when to stop. It's not that ruffles are the enemy, it's excess that robs them of their charm. Instead of volume, think movement. Instead of frill, think flow. One soft ruffle at the hem, or a gentle pleat that catches the light when you walk, can bring just enough grace without stealing the spotlight from you. A skirt that whispers femininity, not shouts it, lets your energy shine through. Picture yourself walking through a garden party in a soft A-line skirt with just a hint of movement near the knees. As you walk, it flows like water following your pace. Nothing is bunching. Nothing distracts. You sit down, cross your legs, and the fabric lays neatly around you, complementing your frame, not fighting with it. A practical tip: when shopping, reach for skirts in lightweight materials with clean construction. Look for a single design detail, perhaps a wrap tie or a delicate gather. You'll notice how that one well-placed touch feels like a handwritten signature, subtle, personal, and intentional. There's a metaphor here too. Life in your 60s doesn't need all the bells and whistles to be beautiful. You've already done the volume. Now it's about clarity, about trimming away the excess and letting the real you breathe through. Elegance, after all, is not about more. It's about less but better. You slip into a jersey skirt because it feels like comfort. It stretches, it moves with you, and it promises an easy day. But then you catch your reflection as you pass a store window. Your expression softens, but your posture tightens. Every curve is visible, every panty line. Every seam of your undergarment is outlined like a map across your hips and thighs. This is the hidden problem with clingy jersey skirts after 50. They may feel forgiving, but they rarely look it. The fabric hugs your body without structure, grabbing at areas you'd rather skim past. When you sit, it wrinkles. When you stand, it clings. When you walk, it shifts. Instead of graceful movement, there's static tension, and your confidence quietly shrinks beneath it. You deserve better. Not because your body needs hiding, but because your beauty deserves honoring. Try a structured fabric instead, something with weight like a lined cotton blend or ponte knit. These fabrics don't cling, they glide. They shape you without squeezing. They allow for breath, for movement, and most importantly, for dignity. A skirt with a lining or a light inner panel will create smoother lines, giving your figure room to breathe while still looking polished. Imagine walking into a lunch date with friends. Your skirt sways gently as you move, never pulling or bunching. You sit down and feel the fabric settle, not shift. When someone snaps a photo, you don't rush to hide. The fabric drapes cleanly, gracefully, because it was made to flatter, not just to stretch. There's a quiet power in choosing clothes that support you the way a dear friend would. Not restrictive, not overly revealing, just gently supportive, knowing what to emphasize and what to smooth over. A practical tip: do the mirror test in natural light. Stand, sit, and walk. If you find yourself adjusting constantly or worrying about what's showing, the skirt isn't serving you, let it go. Your peace of mind is part of your elegance now. You don't need to wear jersey to be comfortable, and you certainly don't need to sacrifice style to feel at ease. You can have both. You've earned both. There's something alluring about a maxi skirt, the way it promises ease, grace, and a soft swish of fabric with every step. But too often the wrong maxi ends up doing the opposite. You put it on hoping for flow and elegance, and instead you vanish beneath it. No shape, no waist, just fabric from waist to floor, hanging like a curtain with no structure to speak of. This is the danger of the shapeless maxi. It erases the very silhouette you've grown to appreciate. Many women over 50 choose these skirts for comfort, and it's understandable. But when a skirt lacks structure, when there's no defined waist or gentle tailoring, it flattens your frame. You don't look relaxed, you look lost, like you're wearing the idea of elegance without its actual presence. Instead, choose maxi skirts with intention. A soft A-line cut that starts at the natural waist and skims down, or a wrap style that gives definition and curve, will instantly transform how you feel. Even a subtle elastic insert in the back can offer comfort, while still preserving the look of a true waistband in the front. Picture this: you're walking barefoot across your porch in the early evening. The skirt you're wearing moves with you, not against you. There's a side slit that catches the breeze. The waistline sits just right, gently hugging where it should. It doesn't cling, but it also doesn't drown you. You feel like yourself, present, poised, quietly, radiant. The fabric matters too. Look for materials with enough weight to drape instead of collapse. Linen blends crepe, or even a soft cotton with body will move with elegance. Details like a side slit or buttons can break up the length and keep the proportions from overwhelming you. Elegance is not about how much fabric you wear, it's about how well that fabric listens to your shape. A well-designed maxi skirt isn't a tent, it's a frame. It says, I know who I am, and I dress like it. So next time you reach for a maxi, ask yourself, is this skirt showcasing me or hiding me? Your answer will guide you straight to the elegance you already possess. You're getting dressed for a casual summer outing, nothing too fancy, just something easy for running errands or meeting a friend for iced tea. You reach for that elastic waist skirt because it's comfortable. No buttons, no zippers, no fuss. But when you see yourself in the mirror, something feels unfinished. The skirt bunches at the waist, the fabric puckers, and the overall shape feels more like loungewear than lovely. It's not that comfort is the problem. It's that this kind of comfort often comes at the cost of polish. The elastic waistband, especially when gathered heavily or hidden beneath flimsy folds, sends a quiet signal that the outfit was chosen for convenience, not for confidence. You don't have to give up comfort to look elegant. You just have to choose it wisely. Look for skirts with thoughtful construction. A flat waistband in the front, with discreet stretch in the back. A subtle side zip with a touch of give. Even a softly tailored waistband with inner elastic can provide ease without disrupting the silhouette. These little design choices make a world of difference. Imagine stepping into a well-fitted skirt that glides smoothly over your middle, stays in place as you move, and doesn't require constant tugging or adjusting. You walk into the cafe, greet an old friend, and sit comfortably without thinking twice about your outfit. It fits, it flatters, it feels good. And isn't that what we want now? Clothes that work with us, not against us. Clothes that honor our shape and our life without shouting, "I gave up." One visual tip: pay attention to how the skirt behaves throughout the day. If you're always smoothing, pulling, or fidgeting, the skirt might be subtly undermining your presence. A clean waistband gives structure. It gives authority. And most of all, it gives the impression that you took just enough care to feel like your best self. Because elegance after 60 doesn't mean rigid. It means refined. And refinement starts in the details, especially the invisible ones. You're not dressing to impress. You're dressing to express. And every inch of your clothing should reflect the quiet strength and calm beauty that you already carry within. The summer light streams in as you slide open your closet doors. Your eye catches a skirt, bright florals, swirling palm leaves, bold color clashes. You remember buying it for a vacation, thinking it felt fun and youthful. But as you hold it up now, it feels like a stranger in your wardrobe. The truth is, bold prints can be tricky after 50. Not because you should fade into neutrals, far from it, but because loud, chaotic patterns often steal attention away from you. Oversized tropical florals, neon tie-dyes, or novelty graphics create a visual noise that competes with your presence instead of supporting it. There's a fine line between expressive and excessive. What works better? Prints that whisper instead of shout. A soft navy with tiny ivory polka dots. A delicate vine pattern in earth tones. A classic stripe or check in gentle contrast. These prints complement your energy instead of clashing with it. They give your outfit texture, not tension. Picture a simple chambray blouse tucked into a muted floral skirt. You walk into a weekend gathering and people notice you, your smile, your ease, your glow. The skirt plays its part quietly, like a background harmony in a beautiful song. That's the kind of presence that lingers. A good rule of thumb: if the pattern is louder than your voice, it may be too much. Try holding the skirt at arm's length. Does your eye go straight to the fabric, or does it invite your gaze to move gently across it? Elegance lives in balance, not chaos. And of course, it's not about giving up prints altogether. It's about choosing them with the same care you choose your words or your friendships. Subtle, supportive, beautiful in their own quiet way. Style, after all, is like a conversation, and you want your skirt to say, "Here I am not, look at me." So next time you shop, pause before reaching for the bright and busy. Ask, will this pattern elevate my presence or overpower it? That question alone will guide you back to your own version of elegance. You've found the perfect skirt. The color is soft and sophisticated, the cut flows just right, and the fabric has that beautiful drape that makes you feel like you're gliding through the day. But as you pass by a mirror in a sunlit hallway, your heart sinks. A panty line cuts across your silhouette. The slip has bunched. And suddenly, all that elegance unravels in the details. What lies beneath your skirt is just as important as the skirt itself. The wrong undergarments can quietly sabotage your entire look. A visible line here, a clingy patch there. These aren't just distractions. They interrupt the graceful image you've so carefully curated. They pull focus. They create tension. And most of all, they make you feel unsettled. But here's the good news. The fix is gentle and simple. Choose seamless underwear that lies flat and stays put. Invest in slips that don't cling, but glide over your skin. Consider light shapewear not to change your body, but to smooth transitions between fabric and flesh. A proper foundation isn't about hiding flaws. It's about giving your outfit the chance to fall exactly as it was meant to. Picture this: you're walking into a summer gathering in a breezy linen skirt. The fabric moves with ease, undisturbed by lines or bunches. You're not fidgeting, not adjusting. You feel secure, elegant, quietly put together from the inside out. Think of undergarments like the silk lining in a beautiful coat. No one sees it, but it makes all the difference in how the garment moves, feels, and lasts. One practical tip: try on your skirts at home with the full underlayers you intend to wear. Sit, stand, turn. Catch your reflection in daylight? You'll know immediately if something is disrupting the flow. Because true elegance isn't just about what the world sees. It's about how you feel, how you move, how your clothing supports you. And that begins at the very first layer. You've spent years building grace, wisdom, and confidence. Let your clothes, all of them, honor that. Even the pieces no one else will see. There's a quiet kind of power in knowing what no longer serves you. Over time, you've learned to let go of the too tight waistbands, the too loud patterns, and the too short hems that once promised confidence, but often left you feeling unsure. You've learned to listen to your body, to your spirit, and to that gentle voice inside that says, I deserve to feel beautiful in my own way. Elegance isn't something you chase anymore. It's something you choose, and it shows in the way your skirt skims your shape, just right in the soft prints that echo your calm, in the fabrics that move with you, not against you. You walk into a room not needing to prove anything because your very presence speaks of quiet strength. That's the beauty of this stage in life. You dress not for approval, but for alignment with your values, your comfort, and your joy. You no longer ask, will they like this? You ask, do I feel like myself in this? And that shift changes everything. So as you open your closet tomorrow morning, let it feel like an act of self-respect. Let it feel like grace. And know that you're allowed to evolve, not into someone else, but into a softer, clearer version of the woman you've always been. Because elegance isn't about being perfect. It's about being peaceful in your skin. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope you walk a little taller, breathe a little deeper, and see yourself with a bit more kindness. If this reflection brought you comfort, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know your age, or just say hi and share your favorite summer self-care ritual in the comments. Until next time, may your wardrobe feel like home, and may your beauty feel like truth. End of script. Have a beautiful day.